Oh, yes, we are live on YouTube as well. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, sometimes, tech is a bit wonky. Test our patience. So if you're on YouTube and you can hear us, please give us some comments so we know that you can hear us. Otherwise, I guess the audio is good on Zoom. And also, you're an app. So I saw people join.
Actually, different sources, right?
Correct. And also Facebook.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
So YoRipe is really everywhere.
Yes, we are. We try. So Dawn, Pamela, Malika, Eunice, Jack, Messi Baker, Des, Jingli. Wow, amazing. Okay,
Amazing.
so let's start it. Okay, so very good evening and welcome to our Panasonic electric oven today, our showcase and special our last CNY live stream making Taiwanese pineapple cakes by Beautiful Weather Kitchen.
Yeah, so beautifulweather.kitchen is my IG handle. You can find my blog, beautifulweather.com. My name is Pauline. And thanks to YoRipe, thanks CNY for hosting this session with me. And thanks to YoRipe for inviting me to show you how to make the very, very nice and very buttery and very crumbly and very fragrant.
Yes.
A bit like a self-praise, right? Taiwanese pineapple tart. Yeah.
Yes. I think, during the CNY, right, definitely we're going to eat a lot of pineapple tarts. It's so interesting to learn different versions of pineapple tarts, right? And it may seem daunting, right? Like for me, myself, I never, thought I would make pineapple tarts. But until I joined yesterday's live stream, and today, I think I'm going to follow step by step. And all of us trust us, especially Pauline, that you will be able to make your very own pineapple tarts. Are you excited?
Yeah.
So if you have questions, please feel free to type into the chat, right? And of course, today we are going to use the Panasonic electric oven, the MBH3203 version. It's a double heating grill and convection, right? So it's of course the oven that helps you to cook, optimum home cooking. Later we'll show how good it is. But first, I think we're going to prepare the dough.
Yes. So today's session, we're going to focus on making the dough, and I'm going to show you how we can make the shape, the express nature of the Taiwanese pineapple tart, right? So first of all, I'm going to use a mold like this, right? So this is specifically for the Taiwanese pineapple tart version. You might be able to find individual stainless steel metal mold that is not in this this panel, right? So I think if you go onto most of the e-commerce platforms, you will be able to find those molds, right? Or if you do not want to invest in one, I've actually also tried making some of my tarts, but in a much smaller size, smaller version using this paper cups like this. So you can find this from like places like your or most
Maybe,
baking shops, you can find it easily, right? So in terms of the ingredients, we're gonna use 200 grams of the plain flour, right? If you want to use cake flour, you can, but cake flour tend to be a bit more softer, right? So my preference for this recipe is to use plain flour. We're going to have 25 grams of the corn flour, right? So this is the 25 grams of corn flour. Here I have 50 grams of stevia sweetener, right? So the original recipe uses icing sugar. If you prefer to use icing sugar, go ahead to use it. My preference in all my recipes and all my cooking, I try not to, and actually I do not use refined sugar. Right, so stevia is a kind of unrefined sugar that I use a lot in my baking. So if you don't have stevia sweetener, you can also use custard sugar. Just make sure that it's a fine kind of a custard sugar, right? And then we're gonna have 1/4 teaspoon of salt here. Here I have 160 grams of unsalted butter, and this has to be chilled. So I just took it out from the fridge. So you measure 160 grams of it and you cut it into smaller pieces like this. Okay, and then we're gonna have 2 egg yolk. As you can see here, one of them break.
Yeah,
that's fine, right? Because we're gonna miss that later.
It's an egg wash, right? So that your pineapple sorry. It's for the dough. Everything for the dough.
Yes. So in this recipe, you do not need to use egg wash. right? Because once it's in the oven baking, you will see later that there's a very nice brown crust to it. You do not need the egg wash to achieve that.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Okay. We have a question from Patsy. Why is stevia better than monk fruit sugar? Monk fruit.
Oh, okay. So you can use either stevia or monk fruit sugar, monk fruit sweetener. So if you can't, for me, I have easier access to stevia, but sometimes I do use monk fruit.
Yes, I also like monk fruit. Yeah, that's a good idea as well. You can exchange them.
Yeah. So here, I have the pineapple paste here. So the traditional Taiwanese pineapple tarts uses pineapple paste that has got the winter melon in it. So I've explained earlier that winter melon is good for, I think it's good for health, right?
It is.
Good for reducing food.
Even your sore throat, right? Nowadays, we have, easily, right? Some fruit bugs, right? Actually, winter melon is a very good throat soothing ingredient to smell.
Yeah. So unfortunately, because of the time constraint today, we are not able to show you how to make the pineapple winter melon paste. But if you go to YoRipe and if you click on this recipe, I have the full recipe there.
We are going to share the link. Recipe link. Shania, please have to share.
Next 1 to 2 weeks, I'm gonna release a video on how to make the paste as well. So stay tuned.
Yes, we stay tuned. We follow beautifulvoyager.com. Yeah, on IG. And now Shania is sending the recipe link in all the chats, right? So you can refer to the recipe, the ingredients to prepare for the dough as well as for the paste.
Yeah. So here I'm using the lazy method. I'm using a food mixer with a pedal attachment. So you can see that the pedal attachment has got a K
shape. Yeah.
Oops. Okay. So it has got a K shape to that, right? So I'm using this. If you don't have a food mixer, that's fine. You can use hand to mix it out. Explain how.
Yes, you can ask your family members to help. Okay, don't do all the hard work by yourself. They're doing it. So ask them to help.
So you're gonna give away the mixer.
Correct.
So if you're gonna make a mixer, you do not have to use hand to mix the dough. So stay tuned, right, on how you can read the mixer later. So I'm gonna put it on the dry ingredients. So that's 200 grams of plain flour.
Yes.
25 grams of corn flour. Right, 50 grams of the stevia sweetener.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Yes. This is a great experiment of pouring all the ingredients into the mixer.
Yeah.
Very soothing.
So
all the dry ingredients first.
Yeah. Okay. So today we're gonna use on low speed mixing, right? So you just mix very briefly the dry ingredients on low speed. The reason for this is because we need to mix all the 4 different ingredients evenly here.
Yes.
So just give you a very brief, very quick mix. Okay.
Okay. But this one is very easy. You can use your hand also. Use the whisk, right? Or spatula.
Yeah.
Is anyone doing it together with us today? Is anyone very game to help us to do together? If you are, don't be shy.
Okay. So next step, what I'm gonna do is to add the chilled butter.
Okay. The butter is better when it's chilled.
Okay, so first I must talk about why I use this mixing method, because you see a lot of methods, a lot of recipes out there uses room temperature butter, right? I'm lazy. I don't like to wait. I don't like to estimate when my butter is soft enough, right? So I experimented with different way of mixing. So this way, it's a short crust, sweet short crust pastry method, right? So this kind of crust, you can use it for pies, you can use it for tarts. So and to me this is the best, right? Because I just need to cut the butter up, put it in the fridge, and then mix it when it's ready. And it's very easy to make. And it produces a really buttery, very crumbly kind of texture. Awesome. So I'll cut it in small pieces, and then we're gonna add them in.
Yes.
So it's important that this should be chilled and it should be cut as small as possible.
Yeah, just now I help a bit, okay, by cutting the butter, and then probably look at me. No, this is not well cut enough. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Just joking. All right, so I'm gonna give this a very quick mix window. All right, so we're gonna mix it until the flour and the butter turns sandy, right? So if you don't have a mixer, what you're gonna do? You can mix with try to break the butter with a fork. So basically with a fork, you just have to mix by breaking the butter, right? So it will also create a similar effect. And the benefit is that you get stronger muscles from doing that.
I see.
Right. But me, I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I have to use my baby for this.
Yes, it's good. Yeah. I guess also it's less messy, right? When I try to mix by hand, always
Like something goes out.
Exactly.
I
just the flour, the butter,
yeah.
This is very fun to mix by hand, I must say. It feels like more work goes into pineapple tarts. It just tastes, sweeter.
Yeah, so taste is really the labor of love, right? I mean, from making the paste to making the dough. And then of course, we had a lot of fun as a family. In my family, I remember last year, my mom and my sister, we were all in the production line.
Wow.
So and then they would do the stamping.
Please show us
all the times.
Yes, it is very fun.
Okay, so here you see that it's becoming a bit grainy, but there are some big pieces of the butter that has not broken down yet. So I'm going to use the spatula to just break down a little bit before I continue to mix.
Yes, we can see there's still some small cubes of butter.
Yeah.
So we just probably it's just the slightly mixing by hand so that to make those small cubes smaller, easier for the liquid to continue. It's amazing work.
So this dough, you can make it 1 or 2 days in advance, leave it in the fridge. And then when you're ready to ship it, just take it out from the fridge and leave it in room temperature for 15 minutes before it becomes soft enough for you to handle. So this is very easy, right? I mean, you just need to watch and make sure that it turns grainy, turns sandy, but not to the stage where it becomes like a dough.
Yes.
Because we're gonna add in the egg yolk later to bind the dough together.
I see. Just realize that
I'm gonna bring the butter again.
yeah, because this is chilled butter, right? So we need to break it a few times.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we have a show of hands? How many of you have tried baking pineapple tarts before? Raise your hand. Say yes. Have you baked pineapple tarts before? Yes or no?
Is that the question to win the mixer?
Oh yes. Please allow me to share the information about the mixer. Pasi say not yet. Wow, Pasi, now you have 2 recipes, right, to try. One is yesterday's low sugar wholemeal, right, recipe. Today we have the Taiwanese pineapple cake. Sorry?
People have.
Oh, yay! Please feel free to share. How was your experience?
I hope after today's session, we will have more people trying to make, right?
Correct. Yes, that's the whole idea. Actually, that is why we started YoRipe. It's because the joy of cooking and baking, right? It's really good, but we are very busy. I know, understand, and tired, right? So great. But that's why we do many recipes, content, and live streams like this to show you actually, right, with our home cooks, our creators, amazing experience and tips. We can make things easier so that it's doable. We can, right, despite our busy lifestyle, we can still cook and bake and eat better.
Yeah, so for those of you who are not on YouTube, YoRipe platform now, do download and join us. We have a lot of recipes that we're showing up there. And a lot of promotions, right? And challenges. to
Correct,
keep
correct.
prices.
Yeah, so CNY, we have a pineapple tart challenge, right? With SES butter. It's called SES butter retreat. And then CNY butter retreat. And we also have Royal Umbrella rice challenge, right? Because rice is a staple, but you know, when it comes to time of year, you can make it very special. So we're giving out, oh, sorry.
Okay, so we're done.
Yes.
So you can see that it's very
Oh,
creamy, right? But you know, you can try out different flour. This particular flour brand that I use is very fine, right? So it's a little bit more powdery. But certain brands that you use, it might get grainy even faster than what I have here. Right, but they all work fine. So you can see that it's like it's like sand basically, right? So the texture is like that.
Yeah, I think like sand is a very good description.
Yeah.
So that we can imagine.
So 2 egg yolks, I'm gonna break it up a little, and then I will mix it in. Yes. So I don't like to waste stuff. I want to spread.
Yes,
Very good.
the best practice.
Zero food wastage.
Correct. Everything goes inside here. Oh, the oven is getting warmed up to get some attention, but
Can we extend?
yes, we need to. Let's extend.
Okay, so while we are doing this, you know, I'll just need to make sure that you turn on the oven heater.
Yes.
And heat it to 170 degrees Celsius
Yes.
on a convection oven. So if you're using conventional oven, you should be using 180 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
So with this, I'm gonna mix on low. Can I have the ice water from
Yes.
this?
Gonna get ice water.
Yeah. So after adding the egg yolk, the dough will become more like a dough basically. I mean the sanding flour and butter together with the egg yolk will form a dough, a very soft dough. But then again, depending on the type of flour that you use, if you use something that is more dry and has got lesser moisture content, you can actually add a bit of ice water, just maybe half or 1 tablespoon of it. So you see that, so you want to bring the camera closer. I think from YouTube is asking what speed you use for the mixer, medium speed or medium high? On low. So for this recipe, we use low speed all the way, right? So you see that even after adding the butter, because the flour in this case and the brand that I'm using is rather dry. So it's taking quite some time to form the dough, right? And I need a bit of moisture, so I'm going to add a bit of water in there. Now you can see that it starts to crumble up.
Yes, because we added the egg, which is the binding.
Yeah. You also have to make sure that you don't over mix this because we are using plain flour, right? So for some of you who are who try to live a gluten-free lifestyle, you know, you don't want the gluten to be released too much from here. Okay, so the dough at this moment, it's gonna be a bit crumbly, which is fine. I'm gonna scrape the sides just to make sure that we have an evenly mixed dough here.
Oh my God, this smells already so good. Can I
And
eat
the
it?
butter, right?
Yes, I can. It's slightly sweet. Oh my God, I can imagine now after it's baked in this beautiful Panasonic electric oven, how yummy it's gonna be. Melt in your mouth texture, I can't wait. Yes, and also this mold, right? Like, this is, we're gonna use this to make it very beautiful shape, very symmetric. Yeah, that was what Polly was sharing. Yes, and unlike the round one, I think I like really the symmetric version a lot. It's really beautiful and very nice as you present as well. Something really special, right? If you have made pineapple tarts before, really try this Taiwanese pineapple cake recipe.
All right, so we're done.
We're done.
So
Let's check the
you
final
see
dough.
that the dough is a bit it's gonna be a bit crumbly, but it is not sticky. And then when you press it, it pulls together properly, nicely, right? And then later we're gonna do a taste test. How many of you taste your dough?
Oh my God, I didn't know that we can taste.
Yes,
dough.
you can taste the dough. You know, there's this cookie dough ice cream, right?
Yes.
This is made of the cookie dough.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Hi,
let's
Selena.
not waste it.
Selena just joined on your right.
Okay, so you want to taste?
Yes, I want. I just eat.
Yeah, so I suggest you take your own dough before baking it. No.
This is my first time.
How do you like it?
It's very crumbly, it's very good.
Yeah.
It's very well, your mom.
It's very buttery, right? And it's not very sweet.
No, I
So
don't.
there's the 50 grams of stevia sweetener. Okay, so if you want it sweeter, of course you can add on more, but because the pineapple taste is tangy and it's also sweet, right? So this actually balance very well with the pineapple taste.
Very good. So if I'm impatient, I can really start eating.
No,
yeah.
you're right.
The raw egg, yes.
Yeah.
One is right.
Okay, so now let me just show you.
Oh, yes. So Celine wants to see the mold, but we'll show you, yeah, because we'll use it.
Yeah.
The dough
So,
looks
yeah.
great, the dough looks great.
Thank you. You want to see the dough?
Yes, yes.
Maybe I go closer.
Yeah.
All right, so
I mean,
I am going to wrap it with cling wrap.
yes.
Where's the cling wrap?
Right here.
So keep it well wrapped and then keep it in the fridge for about this all.
Oops. Okay.
So we keep it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes to let it set. Yes. And so as I say, you can make this dough 1 day, 2 days in advance. Just bear in mind that because, well, maybe I just press it out this way.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. Yes. Oh, wow,
Press it down the string.
that's magic.
So this will go to the fridge,
Yes.
right? For at least 30 minutes. You can, as I said, you can make it 1 day, 2 days in advance, but because it contains butter, you just need to take it out from the fridge, leave it at room temperature until it's soft enough to handle. If you want to make it,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So this recipe will give you about 468 grams of the dough. So if you're gonna make a pineapple tart using this mold, right, you will see that. You see? Yeah. So using this mold, so each mold is about 50 grams. So the ratio of the dough and the filling for me, I'm using 60-40. 40% paste and 60% dough, right? So I'm gonna use 20 grams of the pineapple paste with 30 grams of the dough, right? So since we have to wait for the dough to set, so I have some pre-made ones here, right? I have 3 that is already wrapped with the filling.
Yes.
So what you're gonna do is that you can roll the filling and the dough into balls like this. So I have 20 grams of the filling and 30 grams of the dough.
So in total is 50 grams.
Yeah.
We have a question here. Can we freeze the dough for later use?
By theory you can. Just I have not done it before.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, I think a lot of recipes out there, a lot of creators out there, I think they do freeze their dough. I believe you can do that up to 3 months. But personally, I have not done it, so I won't be able to advise properly on that. Right?
please try and share the right
Yes, I will. Okay, let me do that.
No, I'm having passive. Yeah, if you ask, right, you please feel free to try, right? It's all about the whole cooking, right, experience. It's so much about us trying ourselves. If we have an idea, right, we can try and share that with the community, right? So it's a great way to try something new yourself and then help others as well.
Yeah. Okay, so as I think I have pre-made those and pre-roll the filling here. So for hygiene's sake, I'm gonna be wearing
Yes, I'm very excited. We're gonna zoom in the camera, right?
Yeah.
So we can have a better look at how you shape the pineapple.
Can you check whether you pointed some?
Yes, I can.
All right, so this is just out from the fridge, so it's a bit hard. So I'm gonna warm it up a bit by rolling it.
Yes, it's top and bottom, 170, 100 something. Oh, it's more bigger. Oops, is it 100?
Yes, it is 25. Oh, so we need more time. Maybe you want to surround the bit more.
Yes.
Okay, so while waiting for the oven to heat up, so this is a 30-gram dough. You roll it this way, right? And then you try to make indentation like a bowl. Right? Or you want to flatten it and make it wider, that's fine.
Wow.
So you do it this way. Right? So we put paste in it and then we wrap it up this way.
Okay,
So
so
you have-
roll it, just
Yeah.
close it up with everything so that the paste is well wrapped in the dough. And then you just use your two hands, make a ball shape. Wow,
Yeah.
the zooming is great. Thank you, our camera.
We do it a big time.
Looks really good.
Right, so you make the indentation this way.
Yeah, so look carefully, your thumb, right? To press gently and you twist, right? The dough around with the other hand. It's very gentle, very skillful. But I'm sure you can try and do it as well.
And then you use your hand to push
Yeah.
it this way and try to push the edge
Yes.
close up. Right, so if you have played with Play-Doh or plasticine when you were in school, so this is really easy.
Play-Doh. Play-Doh. Oh my God, this is very round and nice. The last one. And then we're gonna put it in the mold.
Yeah, so we have 6 here.
Yes. We have a question. Where can we buy the stevia sugar?
I think you can buy from bakery shops,
Yes.
baking shops, and supermarkets.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think online or in the supermarket, in the baking section, I'm sure
Yeah.
you can find it, right?
Okay, so I have 6 here. So what I'm gonna do, very simple, you don't even need to grease the mold, right? And it's best to use a non-stick baking tray, yeah?
You don't need
So-
the baking paper, actually parchment paper like
Yeah,
that.
so you just press it down,
Okay.
this way.
Oh, wow. So easy.
That easy.
It's so easy.
All right, so the second one.
Wow. So you actually like put them inside the mold and then at the end you remove the mold. Is it how it works? Wow. So actually this is quite easy. You don't have to worry about like, the mold or will like weigh some molds, you have to weigh some of the yeah, like the pineapple the dough, right? This is the measurement is perfect. So you see
Yeah.
the 30 grams of the dough plus 30 grams of the pineapple cake is perfect.
So if you want to use, if you want to use 50/50, I guess that's fine, but because this is a rather big tart, right? So I think you will need more dough to hold the filling together. So this is pre-rolled with the filling inside. I did this before this session start. I'm gonna press into.
If you have questions, feel free to send in the chat.
We need to check whether
Yes, the
we're not to the 170.
Did someone ask, what kind of butter is being used here? For the pineapple tart?
Can we mention brands here?
yes, of course.
So I'm using the European butter, the cup here. You can also use SS butter. We did something with SS butter yesterday, right? And what else? So I think essentially these are the two main butter that I've always been using in my baking.
It's 150 already, almost there. Anyone has other questions on? So I really didn't know actually pineapple tarts can be so easily made. Yeah, I feel like really encouraged me to try something and make things at home by myself.
Yeah, actually, I decided to make my pineapple tart before I went to sleep. So I was reading this recipe, and it's like, oh, so easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna share a bit of the, I think this is so cute, right? Like before we sleep, I make pineapple tarts and then tomorrow morning I have it for breakfast. This is Chinese New Year.
So I have the dough inside the mold on the baking tray. So we need to put this into the oven. But we need to make sure that the oven is 170 degrees. If it's about 165, I think that's also fine.
Okay. It's 200. About 100. Yes.
Okay, I think we can pop this in.
Okay, we'll pop this in.
So we will bake it for about we'll bake it for about 100 for about 12 to 15 minutes. So if you are using individual metal mold, halfway through the bake, you can flip it over so you have an evenly brown sides, that's been baked, right? But in this case, the mold is a bit difficult to flip.
Right.
So, but it's still okay because I'm going to show you. Can I show them?
Yes.
Right. So, I baked some last night. That's how it looks like. The exact same recipe. And see. So you can see that it's very nicely brown. Yeah. But this side, again, if you're using this mold, I didn't flip it because it's not easy to flip without worrying that the pineapple tarts will come out, right? So you still get this on one side, but you can see that because we use a mold like that, it's very sharp on the edge. Yeah.
Okay, so now we know why to talk a bit about the Panasonic electric oven. It's a double heater, grill, and convection oven. Yes. And of course, it's delicious home cooking, right? Delicious cooking makes easy. And why we need grill and convection and the different temperature setting, because actually you can set like top and bottom, right? You can set different temperature.
Actually, this is a very big advantage, So I'm not sure if you have tried baking banana cake or honey baked pork ribs, or even have you tried baking turkey? Right, so we always have this problem, right? So 2 weeks ago, when I was making the honey glazed pork ribs, you saw my post, right?
Yes, I saw that one.
Very nice. Yeah. So when you apply honey, and honey caramelizes very quickly, and you need to bake the pork ribs over like 1 hour.
Yes,
right.
So make sure it's tiny.
Yeah. So in order for the pork ribs to be very soft, you see, right? They need to be broken. But the problem is that if you glaze it with honey, it's black, right? So this oven, you can still keep the temperature at right, but at one level where the glaze touch with the heat, right? You can adjust the upper heat lower, right? So that it does not blast so much heat onto the space. Similarly for, if you have roast turkey before, you realize that, the top part of the turkey is always dry, right? And it always, so basically it's dry and it's hard, right? So the home chef recommended to cover the top part over with aluminum foil. But the thing is that because you have to roast it for about 2 hours or 2.5 hours, right? So the poor bird will always end up drier above. So this is one way you can use to this oven. If you're making roasting the turkey, is to reduce the heat on the upper part. So another example, right, is the banana cake. So how many of you have baked banana cake over 15 minutes, 16 minutes? And the top part, sometimes will get burnt or will get dark or dry, right? And then we need to cover with aluminum foil, right? So again, if you're using this, you can also regulate the heat on top.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so on top, right, like it's grill, it's then conventional. You need the conventional so that it's thoroughly cooked, right? Especially cooked big items, like turkey and then meat. And it's also good. It's wide range of temperatures from 70 degrees all the way up to 230. So we need high temperatures for what kind of food do we need?
So like the Basque burnt cheesecake. Right? So you need a temperature of about 220 degrees. If you're making pork ribs, so you start with a high temperature and then you lower down the temperature after 15 minutes or 30 minutes, right? But oven with high temperature, that's given. But I want to talk about the low temperature. Right? So what can you do with something?
Exactly. What can we do?
Yeah. So you can try dehydrating the piper jam. So if you don't want to stand at the stove stirring, right? So in 30 minutes, 45 minutes, pop it into a dish. Put it in the oven on hydrate mode at about 70 degrees, 80 degrees. It will help to slow cook the piper jam.
Yes, that's very good.
Yeah.
I don't have to be in the kitchen stirring and worry about either the gas goes off, right? Or it gets sticky to the pan, it's way too long. This is very good.
Smarter way to use this.
Yes. Yeah. I also want to show that there's this rotisserie grill. So if you want to do turkey, you want to do chicken, right? So this comes with the oven. So it's very easy. So if you have the bird, right, the chicken, you can go through it, and then you can put right into the oven like this, right? The two holders, and then you can use this, to bring it out. So it comes, the rotisserie kit comes with the oven. Then you can, cook many things. You can bake, you can dehydrate jams, you can roast, right? And also you can bake chiffon cake, right? Our favorite chiffon cake, 20 cm, right? The whole thing can go in the pan. And also whole pizza.
Whole pizza?
The whole pizza, yes. So because you may think this looks compact, right? But actually the whole pizza can fit.
I think the pizza definitely can fit in. I think the whole maybe I think we can fit in a turkey also.
Yes. Yes. And also if you see Pauline how she opens, right? Also the oven is because that the handle is actually very friendly. So it doesn't actually open all in once. It opens in two. So you see, it doesn't drop. You see, you want to check, right? And usually, sometimes you have the door. Oh my God, can you hear the seasoning sound? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells so good, right? And so the door actually just slowly opens. Of course, we're not going to open too much because we want the temperature. We want to keep the temperature, right? And then also, of course, it's double glass, right? Last thing you want ever happen in your oven is that the glass burst. I mean, so you want good quality. This is double, two, 2 layers. Make sure that it's good. And
Just like a built-in oven.
yes,
Exactly.
exactly. Like the building are very important. Yeah, because sometimes we buy just out the other maybe some lower quality ones. You just check before you buy, right? This is really important to get the double glass, right? And of course, this one is heat proof, so you don't have to worry, right? It's safe. So you have kids at home, right? Don't have to worry. They run around and then get scalded, right? And then of course, everything is very simple. On the right hand here, you can see, right, how to adjust the temperature, upper, lower, timing. Not, some smart device, touch panel, this, no need. This one is very simple, very straightforward. You see it, you can just turn the knob, right? And then there's no even power actually button. You just start with the timer, it gets on. And the light is very good. If you can see right here, you can see very clearly the items be inside, because you need to check. Right, you need to check eyeball to see whether how is the doneness, right? Are you happy with the glazing? Are you happy with so you can see that. So yeah, again, double layer insulated glass to protect the heat. If you want to ask how heavy it is, it's really not heavy because I took it out from just out of the box, right? Also, it's only 9.7 kg. So
less than a bag of rice.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you can carry it.
Heavy. It's light, but it's heavy duty in terms of reason.
Correct. Light. So compact, right? Doesn't take up too much space. Yeah, it's very heavy duty. You can bake a whole turkey, you can bake a whole pizza, a whole chiffon cake. And also later we're going to show you very easy to clean as well, because this is another reason, right? We sometimes cook every day, especially with baked meats, right? You can get greasy, but you will see there is a tray at the bottom where you can just bring out and wipe and then put it back, and then it's super clean.
Now this is very important because my oven is coated with, my personal oven is coated with a lot of grease, a lot of sweet, and
yes, mine too. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is very difficult to remove, and then after a long day or after baking. Yes, it's called the bottom crumb tray. Yes, there's a crumb tray, right? Because then you can, the juices of the food, right? The crumbs you force, and then you can, I'll save it. So it's really good, highly performed oven. Any questions so far?
How many cakes can you make with this? Well, it depends on the cake size, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think you use a big white cake pan. I'm not sure in terms of kg, but a 20 cm chiffon cake easily fits.
Yes, I think she was asking how many pineapple cakes we can make.
Okay.
Yeah, just now.
So 168 grams of dough.
Yes.
30 grams per pineapple tart. So that makes about 15 to 16.
I see.
Yeah,
okay.
But of course, if you're making so big like this is 50 grams. It's like if you eat 2, it's lunch.
Yes, I think so. I think so too. Yeah, I think I prefer to skip lunch, and eat, maybe even half of dinner, right? So I can eat more of it. And I think really like eat pineapple as a tea is really a joy.
Yes.
Yeah. So to soup, right? So everything is a great balance. It's okay to indulge a bit, but also good that we pair it with good things to soup our throat. So not too heaty. We don't get sore throat right after the Chinese New Year holiday. And tell us how you're going to spend your 3 days long weekend. Are you planning to visit your families? Are you planning to bake this beautiful pineapple tarts and give as a gift? Are you planning to buy this oven, buy the new Panasonic electric oven for yourself or for a gift? Hint, so someone can bake and cook for you, and all the recipes on YoRipe. Or you're going to just chill and do nothing.
It's how many days? 3 days to Chinese New Year, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
so
far. Really this time they're gonna chill to the supermarket.
Yes.
To start doing the Chinese New Year shopping.
Last minute Chinese New Year shopping, you can do this. Yes.
You can. And you can bake this, definitely you can. Let me just check.
Yes. Okay. So we already share, the recipes again. And I think, wow, let's check.
Okay. I think another 3 minutes, you should be okay.
Another 3 minutes.
Gonna start timing 3 minutes now.
Okay.
Any questions, anyone? So you can see that later I will show again, right, that the sides are a little bit brown, but because we didn't have the egg wash,
Yes.
right, so you can't really see, the surface, whether it's brown or what, but you can see that the sides are starting to brown a bit. If we are able to split this halfway, if you're using individual mold,
Yes.
then we should have a very nice even brown on the top and the bottom. That's right.
Yeah, so you can also see the function here, right? It's upper temperature. We explained the function, right? So today we use top and bottom, right? The baking, you can just use top or bottom, right? The visual instruction is very clear here. And then lower temperature, yes, there's even fermentation. Wow, what can we do? Fermentation. Kimchi,
Kimchi.
yogurt.
Yes, yogurt, and then also the fermented rice, the rice one.
酒面 wow. So, yeah, some bread, right? The bun, right? Sourdough.
Fermentation, yeah.
So you use it to then from 70 all the way to 230 degree. And then of course, yeah, you have this stay on also, right? You just want to keep it on. Don't worry about the timer to the left, otherwise you have a timer. The apartment smells very good now. Smells a lot of pineapple tarts, smells the butter of the dough. And yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway at the end, and we're gonna give out the Panasonic hand blender, 3-in-1 hand blender whisk chopper. So you can use it like to whisk meringue.
Wow, okay. I want this.
You want this? And you can make puree, it's very good actually. So 3-in-1, usually, you have one thing and then you can only like either, make like the puree,
Yeah.
or whisk is another, but this one you can change, yes.
Yeah.
And
so you
the
can
blend,
use it
the
for
blade.
hot cooking, or you can use it for mixing.
And
as
even
well as
chopper.
right? This is really useful.
Very useful and compact, right? Because I think its space is a constraint to us nowadays. So you buy good things to buy like 3-in-1, so you can just use whenever you need. And of course, with more tools, that means you can cook more. All right.
How do I come in this? So how are they gonna get it?
So pay attention to some of the things we have described on the Panasonic electric oven. For example, the temperature range hint. So if you're not sure, you can zoom in now. Check the temperature.
Can they ask questions?
They can ask questions.
Questions.
Yes. On baking, right? Polly is here. So please don't be shy. You can ask her about tips. Ask her how to use like oven, right? Oops. Okay, our timer has ran. We are coming back to
See.
Oh, May has a question. How long can we keep the pineapple?
Can I?
Yes. Wow, they look good.
Okay. Well, this is done. Yeah. So
Yes, we can.
yeah. So you can see that the sides are brown, right? So this is perfectly done. It's very normal. If you see a bit of crack, that's very normal. Because while baking, the tart actually expand. But give it some time to cool down, right? We see that most of the crack will have closed. Someone asked about how long we can keep this, right?
Yes.
So this tart won't last more than a week in my family. Yeah. So, but if you want to keep this for a longer time, of course, you can keep it in the fridge, in an airtight container, up to maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks. I think that's fine, right? But if you want to keep it in our room temperature without air condition, 2 weeks should be okay. Yeah.
How much time do we leave it to cool?
We can leave it for about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes to cool.
Okay, I'm gonna bring a knife so we can cross section the ones you already made. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So let it cool for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then we remove the mold. And I suggest let it cool down completely. and don't eat it now. Try to, keep it till 24 hours later because the flavors will develop.
Oh, so another tip is wait for 24 hours. The flavors will get better like any stew. How to reset the timer or the timer on the okay, we show you. Oh wow, let's look at. Oh wow, it looks so good. Everyone, can you see? Yes. Oh, we have a lot of hearts from the YoRipe app. People are really, yes, expressing their love. Hello, Ayumi.
Shall I bring this up?
Yes. Wow, yes, we can see. They look so amazing.
You want to buy?
I want. I just want to question, right? Can tell more about the timer. Can we turn back if the tart is baked already? How to reset the timer? Yeah, I think we just zoom in on timer questions on that. So yes, actually the timer is very user friendly, right? You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Yes, Ayumi, we know you watch from YouTube. So thanks for coming to YoRipe there. Okay, so we're gonna show you the timer, right? So the timer is the 4th knob, right? Okay. Oh, commenting but no response. Sorry. Shana is here now. Okay, so you see the timer, right? So this is, if you go left, it stay on. That means there's no timer at all. You will forever be on. Okay, but otherwise 0 is off. The magic ding sound, right? And then if you want to go to set a timer now, set on 20, right? You go. But yeah, like just now, right? We ready already, so we just turn to the left. See? So easy, right? We have a question from Ayumi. The oven can do slow cook. There's just now we say low temperature, right? 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we use that for slow cook?
Yeah. I mean, it depends on what you want to cook, right? If you want to cook like a beef bourguignon, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can definitely do that.
Yes.
But of course not that 70. I think
Maybe that's 160.
yeah,
160. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because we can, as you see, right? You can put in the whole. Yeah, you can put in the casserole. Yeah. So I'm going to show you. This is the bread crumble tray that I mentioned just now. Oh wait, do we want to show this?
Let's give it another.
Then in the meantime, I'm just going to show this, right? The bread crumble yeah, that's a moment. Okay. Right. And yes, there's this tray, right? Very much. You can bring it out, right? The video, you can put it, there are 4 different 1, 2, 3, right? 4 layers. And you can see the 2 holes, right? On the left and the right. That's for the rotisserie just now. So when you want to roast the whole bird, right? And then there's the breadcrumb, right? Very easy. You can see so that below you won't be grease, right? Hard to clean. You don't have to worry about it. Just take out the whole, right? The breadcrumb, right? Wash it, rinse it, and then put it back. That's easier, right? So wiping and wiping. And then on the side also you see very smooth edge. You just bring it on the grill, right? And then you can whip on the both sides. Okay, so you see, very easy, very compact design.
Yeah.
It looks small outside, but inside, it's huge. Can do a lot.
Ayumi says that I realized this oven inside lighting is bright enough. It is easy to check the bake situation inside the oven. Now, yeah, that's very important, right? Because you want to be able to see if it's brown enough.
Yes. Yeah.
And you want to not need to open the oven door so often, because that affects the temperature inside.
Absolutely, yeah. Colin is absolutely right. And that's very thoughtful design, right? It's because it's LED light. It's huge, the light behind on the side, right side. So that from the glass, right, the double insulated glass, you can easily see how done is your food, right?
Actually, the lighting is even brighter than your
Yes,
lighting.
I know. My lighting here is not LED. Okay. Oh, do you cook the pineapple paste so it's dehydrated?
Yes, you are supposed to. You mean in the oven? Is that what you meant?
Just say, do you cook the pineapple paste so it's dehydrated?
Yes, you should cook it until there's no visible sign of any juice or liquid, right? But if you're gonna cook it using this, you can, right? So, first you have to boil the juice and then, just to make sure that the juice reduce, right? Then you can dehydrate the last bit of that, maybe 10-20% of the juice inside this on a slow cook, 70-degree, 80-degree.
Yes, correct. Okay, so now we're gonna do the giveaway. Okay, and then I'm gonna eat the tarts because I don't want to get distracted. I think I do the focus to do the giveaway first, then I can enjoy the pineapple tart. Do you agree? Okay, get ready. Oh, I have another questions. Just now we cook in oven what temperature? Oh, so if we do the
the taste. So you can do about 80-degree for this oven.
Yeah.
Or 70-degree, that's fine also.
yes.
Yeah.
It also depends on amount, right? If you put a lot or just a little
Yeah.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you can try it in
Yeah.
70-80, right? I look at it as well. How can we clean the 3 walls of the oven? Say after you roast the chicken, yeah, you can really use a kitchen towel or like a cloth, right? Like to wipe it.
People use a mixture of the vinegar and lemon juice and water and clean it.
Correct. Even some
Right.
bit of baking soda. It's very good to remove the grease, right? You can use the lemon and baking soda component.
Yeah.
That magic, so that you can remove the grease and all natural. Yay! We answered all the questions. Amazing. So actually, you can cover you can easily wipe the top, right? And 2 sides. And the bottom, just now we show, right? The tray you can just take out, rinse, right? Wash it at the sink and then put it back. So all clean, right? No need to worry about what's at the bottom of the oven.
I think they are very they can't wait for the question.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to ask the question.
So is everything
okay. Okay, so this question, right, is so fastest finger wins, right?
Sorry, fastest finger on where there are 4 platforms, right?
Yes, correct. That's a very good point. So today we are giving out on the Zoom platform for the free gift.
Okay.
Okay.
No, wait. Can they go to Zoom now? Whoever are not on Zoom and you know that the giveaway is only on Zoom,
Yes.
can we let them know where?
Because we're the most people on Zoom, we have 40 people.
All right.
That's why, yes.
So people on the other platforms, do you want to give them a chance to go on?
Correct. Let's send the Zoom link.
So while they do that, unveil this thing, yeah?
Yes.
So I'm gonna remove the mold. It's actually very easy to remove.
Yeah.
Is it
Shania, please send the link. Yeah.
Should we move the?
Yes, we should. Let Shania do it. Yeah. Okay, we are going to review the pineapple cups.
All right. So you see, it's very easy.
Wow.
Very easy.
So, wow.
So it has got this brown, very nice golden brown.
It's so amazing. It's really golden cubes. Oh my god, if you bake this, I tell you, your CNY guests will be so impressed. Yeah, Ayumi's like, wow, I agree. I just can't stop from zooming in to these golden cubes. Oh my god, do you not love it? Do we have some feedback from Zoom?
This has got this indent because of this this age here. Otherwise it's perfect.
Yeah. It's really perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have everyone. Do you have more people in Zoom now?
So last chance to go on to Zoom so you can answer the questions and win the mixer.
Yes, the 3-in-1 Panasonic hand blender, whisk, chopper. Oh my god, hand blender, whisk and chopper. Hand blender, whisk and
So you can
chopper.
have soup, you can make puree, you can make jam.
Correct.
You can chop
Garlic.
here, you can chop all the things that you don't like.
Oh my
chop.
God, what's the sauce? Pesto sauce?
Pesto. You can make pesto. Yeah, you can make pesto. What else? You can. There's a whisk, right?
Yes, correct.
So you can use it to whisk the meringue for the sponge cake for the chiffon cake.
Okay. Oh my God. Then everything by the set, right? With
Yeah.
the blender so you can prepare to make the chiffon cake bake in the Panasonic
It's
blender.
very small. It's very small, so it doesn't take up a lot of space.
Correct. Okay, so you ready, everyone? So we are going to ask you a question about this Panasonic electric oven NBH3203. What is the highest temperature setting for the Panasonic electric oven
That is so
NBH3203?
easy.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, who is the fastest finger?
I think it's Joey. Congratulations to Joey. Okay, so can you DM the host or the host will DM you now? Joey? Yeah, please do not unmute, but unless Joey, you're very excited. Yeah, so Joey, right? Shania, yeah, please DM Joey now to get the details, right? So we can send you the 3-in-1 hand blender. But don't worry if you didn't win today, right? Because this is a series of live stream. This is the third one we are doing. So we will have more. And we're excited to bring you new appliances, showcase new appliances, new recipe. So I think it's very fun for me because I host this, the third one I host already. Every time I'm like, oh,
You did a very good job.
that's new. Thank you. Yes, and always discover new appliances and how thoughtful the quality and the user experience are, and also price friendly. This is $201 only, right?
And where can they buy this?
They can buy this from Quartz, Amazon, right? Lazada, yes, of course, Shopee, right? So all your favorites, yeah.
Any promotion?
I'm sure there are promotions with the outlets like your favorite e-commerce, right? The CNY, so do check out, right? And of course, there are different. You can stack some promos also, right? So I'm sure you can look through. And then of course, right, you can send the links to your friends. Your birthday is coming, right? They can think of gifts to buy, or send to your Valentine because Valentine's Day coming up. Yes, exactly, right. Okay, so thank you so much everyone for participating.
Shall we eat?
Yes, finally, yes, I've been waiting for this moment.
Jessica, you want to join us?
Let's eat. Oh my God,
How is it?
it's perfect. Oh no, it's perfect. The crust, you have this very comfortable feeling. When you bite in it, it has this texture of, you sink your teeth in it. And then the taste is really beautiful, right? Yeah, please refer to the recipe, right? Try making your own paste because the whole thing is the most rewarding. Of course, when you're rushing time, you buy the paste and then still make the dough, right? But if you have time, invest a bit of time and use, the oven to help you with the dehydration last part, right? Same time. And then the result is absolutely worth it. Yeah, so good.
It's very buttery, very fragrant, and I actually this was made last night, so it's 24 hours. So the flavor has fully developed. Yeah, it's really good.
And so much cheaper than buying out from outside. Especially the Taiwanese pineapple cakes, they're expensive. Yeah, $2 a piece, man.
And that's the biggest benefit of making your own pepper tart. So that pepper tarts, it's very fattening, right? I'm not saying that this is not fattening. I'm saying that you can control the amount of sweetness. You can control the type of butter you use better quality butter.
Absolutely.
You can control the amount of sweetness. You can control even the sweetener you're using.
Exactly,
So
like
you don't use
stevia, yes.
Exactly, right? And then it's made with love.
Yes, it's really good. I'm going to keep my lunch, dinner. Of this.
Yeah, you can have them all. Yeah.
Any other final questions for Pauline? Really, thank you so much, Pauline.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
Thank you
throw us
for
with-
having me. Thank you everyone for joining.
Yes.
My friends, my mommy, my sister. I don't know if my partner is there.
Oh, wow.
And my gift and my friends on Facebook, on YoRipe, my creator friends. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Thank you, Pauline. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. Also, thank you, Panasonic, right, for providing us the opportunity to do this live stream to showcase the Panasonic electric oven, and also wishing everyone a very happy New Year. This year is the together year.
Together.
Yeah, together, right? Because finally, right, a lot of restrictions have been lifted.
Yeah.
Can spend the New Year as family. No, last year I think there was number of people, right? Restriction. How
Yeah,
many in the
this is
household?
so 2 run. Everybody can 2 run fast high.
Yes, for our time together celebrate the Lunar New Year. Yeah, enjoy the cooking, baking, yes, and hope really the whole family, right? It's very rewarding when you see the family enjoy your cooking and baking. Yeah, and also hopefully, right, they also appreciate that and learn, right, from you, right? So
Have a play together.
exactly, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone. See you soon.